It's one of those days where I'm just cozy under my blanket in my PJs because it's one of those days. And you know what? I'm gonna speak about something very important, and if you're interested, you should keep watching. Hello everyone, it's seekingjess and I hope you're doing amazing. I would like to speak about something that is very close to my heart today. I mean, as most of my topics on my channel are usually about veganism or sustainability or, you know, what to eat in order to be a healthy vegan and all of that kind of stuff. One thing that I would like to address today is a topic that I would maybe start with a question. It's, can veganism stop world hunger? And I got inspired because I read an article about a new study that just came out. They analyzed how much resources go into producing animal products and how much resources go into producing plant-based alternatives, and then basically created this really amazing study with numbers that are quite shocking to me and maybe also eye-opening to you. They were definitely eye-opening to me. So I don't want to talk too much about it yet. I just want to, you know, start by basically getting like an overview to understand what's going on in the world right now. I mean, as we know, we are a lot of people on the planet at the moment, and we will just become more and more. And there are estimations that by 2050, the human population will reach 9.8 billion people. That is a lot. This means that the food supply will have to double in the coming years in order to feed all of the people on the planet. At the same time though, there's still 821 million people starving every day on our planet. And 1 in 9 people go to bed on an empty stomach every night. You know, just try to imagine being in someone else's shoes and not being able to eat whenever we're hungry. Sometimes we complain about, you know, having an empty stomach for 2-3 hours, whereas there are kids that haven't had anything in their stomach for a week or longer. And this is something that I would like to quickly, you know, stop the video in that sense, that I would like to say that I'm grateful for being able to put food into my stomach every day when I'm hungry. And I think this is something that we, again, sometimes just forget because it's so normal. Let's be grateful for that. Moving on, I would like to talk a little bit about how the food production works. It's always been known that plant alternatives need less land per unit protein or energy. By replacing animal-based items with plant-based alternatives, it can free up space, agricultural space, to grow more plant-based alternatives. So in this case, more food can be grown. The study that I have looked at talked about opportunity food loss. And basically, opportunity food loss are created by the choices that we make, by the choices that consumers make, which means that dietary preferences play a key role in this. The study has shown that opportunity food losses can range from 40% for eggs to 96% for beef. So we can clarify it a little bit better to understand, because it took me a little bit of time to really understand what that means. So the opportunity loss of beef is 96%, meaning that the area of land required to produce 100 grams of plant protein produces just 4 grams of beef. And it is the same with pork, dairy, eggs, and poultry. It's of course not 96%, but it ranges from 90% to 40%. And now let's come to a number which is quite shocking. That's why I mentioned how many people are starving on this planet. Because according to the study, if we were to replace all animal-based products with plant-based alternatives, which have the same nutritional value or even better, we could feed another 350 million people on the planet. And of course, this is something that cannot happen from one day to another. But also there was a study done by the University of Oxford, and they said that global land use would drop by 75% if everyone would stop eating meat and went vegan. So basically to understand is if we make that change, we would free up the crops that are being currently fed to livestock, and we could use those crops and feed humans instead. Okay, these are a lot of things that I just said, and when I read the study, I knew I needed to do this video because I needed to spread the message, or at least try to spread the message out there a little bit better. I am not doing this video because I want everyone to turn vegan now. I am doing this video to just show what kind of impact each of us can have on this earth, and also to encourage all of us to be a little bit more conscious about what we put into our bodies and what we put onto our plates, and maybe understand that every small choice that we make can have an impact. It will not only benefit our health, it will also benefit our environment and the people around us. So maybe, you know, try today. Try to give yourself a limit. Say you will reduce your meat consumption to X%, or, you know, make small dietary changes and be more conscious, because right now we live in a world in 2018, in a society that gives us so many different alternatives that are as delicious as anything else, and are even more nutritious, and we have the alternatives. We can buy those products. So the more we buy them, the more demand will be created, and the more products and even more products we will have on the market. So just, you know, give it a try. It won't hurt you for sure. It will just do the opposite. It will create a better world for us and also for our future generations. I really hope you liked that video. Again, this is something very close to my heart, as I believe in equality, and I believe that people on the world should not be starving to death, because eating is a human right, and unfortunately it is not equally, you know, spread around the world, and it's just something that's very unfair in my eyes. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any other comments to add, I would love to know, you know, your opinion. And yeah, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.